Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is our second session of Android Study Jams. In this session, we are gonna, discuss upon how to operate Android Studio and basic layout in Android Studio and how to make your first app. So let's begin. Um, so what we do today, first of all, we'll create a Android app, your first Android app. It would be a normal basic layout Android app. Then we'll create a happy birthday app, card app, in which we'll, say happy birthday to someone using an app. Then the third one would be to add a button to an app. Let's get started. So first of all, in the last meeting, Satyajit Bhaiya said to download Android Studio. Do you all have downloaded Android Studio?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah, so whoever has not downloaded Android Studio, please start downloading it. So by the time we reach at that point, your downloading has been done, and we can get started with that. So basically, Android Studio is the official ID of Google of Android development. It's the language we will be using throughout all these sessions is Kotlin. We will not use Java. As in the last session, Satyajit Bhaiya told कि Java is very lengthy as compared to Kotlin. There are many benefits to Kotlin, so we'll be using Kotlin. Um, so yeah, then I should come to how to set up Android Studio. So when you install and for the first time, there's a setup wizard. So first of all, just click next. Then we'll select the standard installation type. Again, click next. Then we'll select the theme according to you, whichever is nice, choose it. Then we'll use these default settings and default installation components. Uh, Next. So after this, your Android Studio would be set up, and it would have a layout. So the next thing we'll do today is we'll set up an Android virtual device. So basically, for testing your and running your apps, you can either connect some external Android device through USB and run and test your app on that, or else you can use an emulator through which you can which runs a virtual Android on your system and runs the app on your system. So we'll today set up an Android virtual device, and then we'll create your first app. After that, we are going to see what's automated testing inbuilt in Android Studio. Then we'll be building a basic layout. I'll come back to this. Okay, so I hope all have done. So this is the panel which comes up first on opening Android Studio. So you'll select projects, new project. Then this panel comes. So basically, when you select a new project, you have to give it a template. Consider this as a template. So there are many type of templates. So basically, then we'll be today choosing an empty activity template. Then there are many more templates like Google Maps activity template and navigation drawer and many types. So basically, this helps you to make apps quickly and in a standardized form, which you will work on many devices. So today we'll choose the empty activity template and we'll click next. Then we'll name our uh, first program project. So I'll name it my first application. Um, Then Android Studio automatically gives it a package name. Then there's this save location where your project gets saved and all its files. And then as I told you before, we'll be using Kotlin. And then there's this option, minimum SDK. So basically what minimum SDK means is that, there are many versions of Android. Every year, a new version of Android comes out. So currently the latest version is Android 12.2, but not all devices run on Android 12. A very less amount of devices run on Android 12. So to be as much as backward compatible, we can choose, the minimum SDK, the minimum, the version of Android on which and our app can run. So I'll choose Android 5.0 Lollipop. So now it will tell you that your app will run on approximately 98% of devices. So our app will be very much compatible with a lot of devices. So we'll finish. So this is layout. It's loading. Wait a minute.
Bhaiya,
Yes.
is there any difference if we choose different SDK versions?
If you choose different,
SDK versions like the SDK of Android 4 has different commands on Android 5 or something like that.
yeah. So basically, if you choose like the latest version, only on that, your Android app will work, and not on the backward compatible. So we need to try to choose as much as we can support our app on as much as devices.
No, I am asking about if what we code will be different on different versions.
I don't think so. There's any difference in coding on more backward versions. So now it's loading, just a minute. So basically, after we have opened the Android Studio, we can basically access this area. But when I was opening my application, here some processes were coming up. So basically what that means is it's loading up, and after that this my project pane also opens up, my resource manager opens up, my activity main XML opens up. So many things get, my Gradle, loads up. So then basically I want to get you all familiarized with the UI of this. So this is our basic code of in Kotlin of our Android Studio. Then this is the it's called activity main, but this is basically where you design your layout of your app. Then there's this resource manager. What it does is basically like if you have to have a image in your app, so basically you import your image in your resources, and then you can launch you can get your image in your app. Then there's this project. So basically in this project pane you can see that our files are being shown. So just like in Windows there's file explorer, in Android Studio there you can see many files. So there's also Android view is the most, when you are developing an app, it's the easiest one to get your file names, and you can access all them very nicely in the Android view. You can also select other views, like you can go into project view and other views, but we'll be using Android view only. Then as I told you, we'll be running a Android virtual device. So to get a new set up a new Android virtual device, you will select this icon, AVD manager, Android device manager. You select this icon. So basically I have run previously also an virtual device, that's why it's showing here, but we'll create a new virtual device. So there's this button, we'll create a new virtual device. then in Android Studio, you are getting many options because Android TV is there. Android works on phone as well as tablets, Wear OS, automotive also, Android Auto. So today we'll work on phone. Then I'll choose Pixel 5 as my device, and it also lists what's the size, the resolution, density, all those things. Then I click on next button. So basically, this is the Android version I want to install on my virtual device. So I have already installed R, which is Android 11, but you can you can even run it on the older version. So I have selected SDK as still Lollipop. So you can, so whoever is setting up Android Studio with me, just click on the download button, which would be here after R, and it will download. Then I'll select next. Then I'll rename my AVD. I've renamed my AVD to my first AVD. We'll leave all the options rest to default, and then we'll finish. Okay, so I have created one more AVD which is running on Android 11, and now I'll run it. Basically, I click on this play icon, and now it runs. Also, when you are running this emulator, you might get these pop-ups which tell you like Windows Defender is interrupting, or Vanguard of Riot Games is interrupting. So you can disable those softwares and then use it. I close this pane. My device is starting up. So as you can see, it's a Pixel 5 running Android 11. As you can see, all the functions of Android are working. I can scroll down for navigation, and I can scroll up. Everything works. So when we test our application on it, we'll see.
भैया हेलो भैया, वो जहाँ पर वो ऐप वगैरह लिखा आ रहा है साइड में, जहाँ पर हमने मेन एक्टिविटी चूज किया था, वहां पर मेरा सिर्फ लोडिंग लिखा आ रहा है.
You'll have to wait for some time. यहाँ पे आ रहा होगा कि loading. It would be showing that it's loading.
यस भैया, कुछ डाउनलोड हो रहा है शायद.
हाँ, so let it complete it, then it will load. So now I have basically run the the default code which on creating a new package, project. So basically the my banner is coming my first application. So as I have named my project as my first application, and then it prints a hello world in the middle. So this is how it runs. So I'll show it to you once again. So basically this is the code. Then I'll go, there are these two options. So I'll run my app from here. And my app runs.
Excuse me, Bhaiya.
Yes.
I was telling that like this code is like the code present here, is it by default code or you have written this thing?
No, it's by default.
Okay.
So now we'll build a basic layout in the application. So as I told you, we'll be creating a happy birthday application. We'll write. We'll basically have happy birthday on top, and then all those things. So first I'll restart my AVD once again. Okay. Now I'll go into my layout section, and as you can see, so basically we have some sections in this layout section. So there's this first section which is palette. So basically, if you have seen a artist, a painter, he has a palette in his hand, but it's upon him like how he wants to paint his painting, but the colors are on his palette. So basically, you have all these options. It depends on you what you want to put in your app. Okay. So from here you can add text from text view. You can add button from these options. Then there's this component tree. So basically it means what is currently in your app. So basically if you see, there's this text hello world in my app. So it's showing that I have a text view hello world. Then this is the design layout, and this is the blueprint layout. So basically this is, you can see it as a backbone of type of application, and this is the what you'll see on your app when you run an app. This is where you'll see your app, how it will run. Then there's these attributes. So as you know, as the name suggests, attributes means like how if you add a text, like here there's hello world text. So if I select this option and I go into attributes, so basically all the options are there for me. So there are declared attributes, layout, transforms, common attributes, and all attributes, and you can search even if you want to find an attribute. So like like here it's written hello world. So if I want to change its name, I'll just go into text and I'll change from hello world to hello KIT. So when I'll press enter, you can see the text has been changed. So like this, you can change from attributes the color of the text. You can change the size of the text. You can constrain it and all those things. Then when I have like closed this application just to see. So then I'll run this application once again. Now it says hello KIT. So that's how it works. So as we decided before, we'll be making a happy birthday application. So I'll put two text. One would be here, happy birthday from KIT, and happy birthday KIT, and from maybe GDSA, something like that. I don't know. So if you want to add text, you'll just, this is a plain white, there's nothing on your app. So I'll add a text. So you can just drag from here, from the palette, you can drag text view and just drop it here. And don't worry about the alignment of so much, because you will align it in a second. You'll constrain it in a second. Then if you see here in the component tree, as I have added a new text view, it comes up in my constraint layout. A new text view is being added. Then there's this error. If I click it, it says a more large message pops up, and it says missing constraints in constraint layout. So basically, when you design an app, you have to give constraints to all the views. So when I have added this, I have not given constraints. So how to give constraints and type text? I'll go into attributes once again. Then first of all, I'll change the text. So we type, yes.
भैया constraint का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे?
Basically, like when I'll add a an image, like a cake image. So when in an app, you have to in terms of that image, you have to align other things also. Like there's this border of an app, so you have to constrain it with other things as well. You can't just float it like in Word. You just drop an image and put it anywhere, but you can't do this like here. You have to constrain it with other things as well. So like when I type happy birthday, and I'll press enter, so it pops up happy birthday KIT. Then I'll format the text a bit. So I'll change the text size. I'll change it to 36. So basically here, as you saw, I have not put like centimeters, or the font size is a bit different. We don't know what SP is like. Okay, so SP is basically scalable pixels, which is used to set up the size of text. Also, there's one more thing that's DP. So that's density independent pixels, which you will learn later. But so basically, like the text size, we'll give it in scalable pixels, and there are other things which we use DP for. That's density independent pixels. Then I'll give the color to text, so I'll choose black. So it pops up color black. I'll choose this one. It's done. Then I can even italicize it, bold it, choose like capitalize and all those things. Then I can even choose some other form. Let's say I choose casual. So we can change the font, style, font family. We can change text size. We can give it color. We can bold and all those other things. So we can, play with the appearance of the text quite, vastly.
भैया डीपी का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है टेक्स्ट साइज में.
हाँ वो मैं वही I told you that only in text size we use SP, which is scalable pixels.
Okay.
Yeah, so then
भैया एक्सक्यूज मी भैया पिक्सल कितना चूज करना पड़ेगा आप बोलिए था.
You can choose upon yourself, but I have chosen 36. So
Okay.
I have chosen 36.
भैया in text size we use SP, and where we use DP?
It's used in other places. When I'll come to it, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So basically now we can see we have written happy birthday KIT. But we have, as I told you that the error was coming, we have still not, defined constraints. So I'll go once again into attributes. Then I'll pop these more. So in the layout option, now I selected it. In the layout option, as you can see, constraints are coming. So it's very easy to define constraints. So basically, I'll give in the top of the text and in the left side of the text. So I'll choose this as 16, and I'll choose this as 16 as well. As you saw, the text shifted a bit on the screen. The text shifted a bit. I'll show it to you once again. Like if I give it 25, it shifts a bit to the right. Then I'll go back to 16. It shifts a bit to the left. Same with this. If I choose like a bit, quite a big number, like 30, it shifts it down. And I'll go back to 16. So I've now defined constraint. So that red error has gone, but still I have a yellow warning sign. So that sign was an error. This is an warning. So when I click on this warning, it tells me that this text, this string is hard coded. So we'll come to that later. We'll resolve this, warning. Okay. So I'll add another text to this layout. I'll once again drag and drop text view from palette. I'll drop it here. Okay. Better. Yeah. So once again, I'll go into attributes. I'll change its name from happy birthday. I'll write from GDSP maybe. So I'll write that. Then I can format it again. So I'll go into this. I'll format. I'll change its size. Maybe I can keep it 30. So this time we can change color. I'll keep it black. So now once again we have to give constraint to this text from GDSC. So I'll give it from left as well as from bottom. I'll give the same like 16 as well as 16 to this. So, once again the red error has gone. Now there's a yellow warning. Okay, so we have basically till now added two text to our app, and now we'll add a picture. So to add a picture, first of all, in the beginning I told you that we have to get our picture into our file. So we'll go into resource manager. It's here on this plane. We'll go into resource manager. Then on this plus sign, we'll click on this plus sign, and then we'll import drawables. So I have previously only saved my image. So you can browse from wherever you want, from wherever your PC you want your image. So I have it on my desktop, Android party.png. I'll import it. We'll leave all those options and we'll click next, and then we'll import. So as you saw, first only these two were available. Now there's one more, Android Party, available. Then we'll go back to our layout, and then we'll go to image view from palette, and we'll drag it and drop it. Okay, so when we drag the image view on our application, it gives us some options. So we have to pick a resource. So we have already added a resource to our resource. This was the resource we added, Android Party. So we'll open this. So the image comes on the right bottom part of the application. We'll move it. We'll just drag it and move it, and we'll try to align with our app. So I aligned it with the borders of the app. I just moved it from here. So you see this, when I select the image, you see this purple line. That's for your reference that the app borders are here. I dragged and I dropped it. Once again, I see this error that my constraints are missing. So I'll define my constraint for this image. I'll go into my attributes, and then I'll add constraints. So basically, I'll not give, I want it from border to border, so I'll not define, I'll just leave it at 0, 0, and I'll not give it another thing.
We have to define control. We are
Your voice is not audible at all. Yeah, so we'll now in there's more option constraint. So we'll go with 0 dp and we'll for the layout width and layout height. We'll go with 0 dp and 0 dp for here as well. Then now you can see there's this only yellow warning. There's no error, and our image is there. Like people with me, or you are lagging behind a bit. You guys are doing with me, or you're not?
Yeah, we are doing.
Yeah, where are the size, bold, where are these available in attributes? I can't find them.
What? You can for text for the
I added a text and
yeah. So mute yourself. I'll tell you. So we'll go into text view. So we'll select the text we want to edit. Like if I want to edit happy birthday KIT, I'll choose this text view from constraint layout. Then I'll open my attributes, this panel. Click on it. So basically there are many attributes. If I, scroll down, these are all the attributes. You can change many things. So like literally for just one text, you can change so many things. If you don't find something, there's this search option. You can search on this like text. So you search, so all the things related to text come up here. Like you were asking about text size, so you can change the text size. You can change, text color, all those things from here. Now make sure the text you selected. Sometimes people forget to and just open attributes.
okay, bye.
Excuse me, Graham.
Yes.
What's the use of this right side thing, purple one?
कहाँ पे ये वाला?
Yeah, this one.
So basically, as I told you, it's like it's called blueprint. So as you can see, in this you can see that the image is covering the whole text as well. Like the image size is covering the whole text. In blueprint you can see that, because in this you can't know, you don't know that the text is being covered, like though the image might not be there, but it's covering the text, as you can see here. So this helps you, blueprint helps you to imagine your whole application, like how it's being developed.
Okay.
So now I wanna I want to make this image like cover the whole app layout. So now I'll once again I'll select image view, I'll go into attributes, and I'll search for enter once again. I'll search for scale. Then as you saw, the first option is coming as scale type. From this drop down menu, I'll select center crop. So you can try other scaling like center. There are many scalings: fit end, fit start, center inside. So today we will be selecting center crop. But now another problem arises. As I answered the previous question, I told you that the image is covering the whole text. So previously the image was not so scaled up. So the image was, we can view the text, but now the image are scaled up, so we can't view the text. So if you see in the component tree panel, the views you can see are according to how they are arranged. So my text views are arranged before the image. So if you will select this image view and just drag it and drop before text view, the both of the text would come over the image, and image will go behind. So I'll just show you once again. I'll select image view, select it, and I'll drop it to the top. So now my both the text are over the image and the image is in the background.
How did you actually do it in the background? If you can show me that once again.
What did I do?
The center one. Yeah.
The scaling.
Yeah.
So basically, as I told you before, there are many attributes. So finding a specific attribute would be a bit difficult. So just there's this search options in the attribute panel, search scale. So then you have the scale type, the first option, and from this drop down menu you can try many scales like center, inside, and all those scales. Today we will be selecting, as we want to fill the image in the full screen, so we'll select center crop. And now the text comes over the image, and also this text comes over the image, and the image seems like to be the background of our app. So should I wait or continue?
I did some mistake in the bottom. You have a option to resize the screen, so I just resized it and couldn't figure out what was the original size.
You did this?
Yes. Yeah.
That depends to be specific to you did something like this, I imagine.
Yeah, I just wanted to zoom in a little bit and I did that. So
just
I am trying this for the past 15 minutes, not
wait,
15 plus 5 minutes.
I'll undo it. Wait a sec.
Yeah, Control Z.
Undo कर दो. Just do undo using Control Z.
Okay.
So now we'll
भैया
do
वो जो आप स्केलिंग का ऑप्शन बता रहे थे थोड़ा एक बार बताइएगा एक और बार.
Go into attributes. First select image view from this, as we want to edit the image, and go into attributes. Then there's this search option at the top in the attributes panel. Search and go into scale. Then the first option, scale type, select center crop, the last option. Previously it would be like this. Center crop. So these errors, so basically these warnings. So we'll so to check what's the warning is about, just click on this yellow icon, warning sign, and then you get all these warnings in a warning panel. So there are two warnings for the text view. For the text view, there are two warnings. The warning are about hard-coded text. The third warning is about image without content description. So basically, if you have heard about in like Android, if you have heard about, there's this text to speech like for disabled people. Like if there's someone who cannot read, he's like maybe blind. So to get info to him, like if there's someone who opens an app, this app for and doesn't know and can't see. So basically, if you want to give uh, you know a voice, like text to voice, so there's this option in Android that's text to speech. So basically you can give description for this image, but as we have set this image kind of a background for our application, we don't need any description to describe our image for someone. you know so to fix this, so first we'll fix this hard coded text. So this warning is about you have written your code, but for many devices Android has to translate this code into many other languages. So if you have just directly put this code into your application, every time the code has to be translated. But if you don't hard code it, and then and you make a resource file, so the app does not have to every time translate the code, and it can just refer to the resource file. So to remove this warning, though, like that's the difference between a warning and an error. With an error the application will not perform, but with a warning the application will perform. But these are the standards which you should follow. So just I'll tell you once again. Click on this yellow icon, then go into these three warnings are being shown. Expand this. Uh, on the on the bottom part you'll see this fix button. Click it and just go ahead with the default values, and I'll just give it a name underscore text for future reference. So this is the resource name which I've given. Resource value is the text I am fixing, and then I'll just click OK, and one of my warning has gone. So I'll do the same for another warning. I'll click on fix. I'll also add text to the resource name for my better understanding. I'll click OK, and again one more warning goes away. Then this warning. So basically, I'll go. So I resolved this issue. Then I'll click once again to do. Sorry, I have to do this. So to resolve the image warning, we'll close all this. We'll click on image view, then attributes. Then we'll search. So we'll type, we'll select image view, then we'll go into attributes and search for important for accessibility, and I'll just select no from this option. So there would be no image text attribute, and there would be no warning after this. So there's no warning now. So yeah, are you guys doing with me?
Yes, भैया.
Yeah, better.
So we'll also, so there are like for any Android app which you develop, it needs to be tested. So for there's the Android testing is to be done. So there are two inbuilt testings. So the first one is my first. I'll tell you once. Just so there's this first one, example instrumented test, and then there's this example unit test. So these are basically, as the name suggests, example of testing. If you click on this, double click this, another panel tab opens, and then I'll click on this one as well. We'll discuss on these later, but I just wanted to tell you that uh, there are these automated tests inbuilt in Android Studio. So basically, unit test is basically are written in test directory. Uh, these are like small tests which confirm that the program is functioning properly. And with the unit test, you can test functions, classes, properties, and then there's this other type of test which is which is instrumented test. So with this, you can basically test the UI of the application. So basically, it's UI tester for your application. So it lets you test like uh, uh, platform API service and a lot of things. Basically UI of the application. It lets you test that. Yeah. So. Uh, till this point, we have created our application. Now, in the same way, we can add a button to our application. I will go to this option and drag it and drop it here. So once again, it tells you that there are missing constraints. We're going to attributes. सत्यजीत भैया इसका कंस्ट्रेंट क्यों नहीं डिफाइन हो रहा है? वो लेआउट ये चेंज किया था इसकी वजह से?
I don't think it's a constant problem. It's overlapping against your constraints.
अच्छा
Change the order, like,
अच्छा ओके.
and the constraint is too high. Like, just keep it 16 and 16. And try to do a test run now. So run the application right now.
क्या?
Run the application right now. It will be fine.
ओके. Still a button.
Go into the code section of this XML. No, activity main.xml. Top right. Design split code. There, go into the button.
बॉटम में.
Go to the button part.
अच्छा एक.
Yeah, see, make it constant start to end of parent instead of image view in line 36. Parent.
What?
Parent. Just type in parent. Small p. And bottom to bottom of parent instead of line 37. Remove it. Remove the whole line and do it bottom to bottom of. Just type in bottom.
This one.
Yeah, okay. And remove the other. Remove line 37. Just keep bottom to bottom of parent.
वो तो ये वाली रिमूव करूँ 37 और 33.
Remove 37. And select in line 36 where there is written start. Just the start part. Replace it with end.
Start then.
Replace the start with end. END. Yeah. Now you can see the button.
I'll create it once again. वो क्या है? I changed this ना, so that's why I think it will take hardly 1 minute.
Hello, Sarvansh.
Uh,
Can you please go a little slower? It's getting difficult for me to follow you. Also,
um,
if you could explain
I'm
whatever you're doing, that
I'm
would be
doing
better.
this. I'm doing this second time actually.
That's okay. You
That's
can just explain it.
okay. Okay. You joined it a bit later or what? Uh,
No, no, no. I joined it from the start, but like
oh,
I
okay.
still
Okay.
want.
Okay. Okay. I'll still go about it.
Just explain it. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Um, so as I explained, uh, first this is the normal code view. Then this is the layout. In this, there is this palette. Then there is this component tree. Palette is basically whatever you want to add in your application, and component tree is whatever currently in your application. Then these are attributes. So attributes basically like settings of the text and all those, in layman's word. So first I'll click on this text view to edit it, change this attributes. So then I'll go into this panel of attributes. I change the text happy birthday KIT. Then I'll give constraints. Then I'll change the size of the text. So basically I'm changing the size of text to 36. Then I'll change the color. So there's this option text color. I'll change it to black. I'll type black. And the option comes color black. I'll choose this. Um, then I'll change the font family to casual. Font family basically font style. Um, then I'll edit the next text. This is the text too. I'll change it from GTSC. We'll give it attributes. Change the size of this as well. I'll keep it at, I guess, 30. Then I'll change the color to black as well. I'll do it bold maybe. Then I'll change the font to casual. Then I'll add an image view. So I want to add an image. I'll just drag and drop it. This is the Android party image which we imported into the resource manager. So it's coming up as a resource. Then we'll place it. We'll align with these purple lines. I aligned it. Now it's aligned. Then I'll define the image constraints. Then in the constraints, I'll change this layout width to 0 dp. I want to match it with the constraint as well. So I'll match it. And then, as I told you, we wanted to fill the whole background to be the image. So I'll select the search option here, and I'll type scale. Then I'll go into this, and then I'll select center crop. Now, as you can see, the image is on top of the text. So I'll just drag image view from here and drop it here. Then we have to resolve these warnings. So first I'll resolve these hard-coded text warnings. So basically scroll down, you'll find 6. So as I told you, basically the translation of these, the code has to be done if it is hard coded and used somewhere else as well. So it would be, done many times. So, reduce those iterations. We, store it as a resource type. So we'll fix this, and I just type text in front of us to, easily locatable. Then I click OK. So one of my warning is gone. Then I'll do the same with the second text. I'll click fix. Then this is the content description warning. So basically, you can describe the image, what's the image about, for accessibility for other people. But since the image is as such a background, then it's not use of us to describe it. So just click on fix. Then there's this one more pop-up would come. As I am not doing by giving it no. I'm just giving it a random text. So the random description is to do. This is done, and now it's gone. The warning is gone. Now, so previously we were at button. So just click on this option and drag it and drop it here. Then we'll go into attributes once again.
Savansh, in the third attribute, change it from image view to parent. Go up. In the code, change it from image view to parent. In line 56. End to end of parent. Change the start to end. That same line. End to end of parent. Yeah. Okay, don't press enter.
I know. Sorry.
Control Z. Yeah, just keep it. Just type start, that's it.
Remove one, where are both? So it is coming here. Remove one.
Okay.
And add another constant. Just type in what I'm saying. Go into line 54. Enter. Bottom to bottom of parent. Just type in bottom. Just type in bottom. To bottom of, yes, enter. Go back. Yeah, continue. Enter. Parent. Okay, now you can set the margin right now. Everyone, just take a note of this. Just take a screenshot of this, because we will explain it to you in details in the next session. But for now, you can just copy this thing. In the code section of the XML file, you will find it in the top right section, where you see code, split, and design. You can go into the split part. There you can go into the button element. And in the button element, just copy this code. And then, Savansh, you can start giving it margins. Like give it a bottom margin of some DPs.
भैया एक बार कोड पे वापस चले जाइए.
भैया वो कोड हमें चैट बॉक्स में या किसे दे दीजिए सर.
Shravans, at the bottom end where it is saying 0, below where it is saying 0, give it some margins of 60 dp.
Here na.
Yeah, 60 dp. Just give it 60. Yeah.
थोड़ा और दे देता हूँ ऊपर वाला.
You can continue now.
Yeah. Yeah, so let us just run code for once, and the app.
Servants, don't close it. It was the previous one.
Okay, I got it. I thought it got loaded. Yeah, so we have a happy birthday KIT, then we have a background type of image, and we have a button, and then we have a second text. So in the project panel, once again, if you see, this is the resources file. Then you have, many things like these are the files for your app. Basically, Android Studio creates a file for your application, for your project, and in all those files, these are stored. So as I told you in the beginning, if you see it through like using Windows Explorer, Windows File Explorer, and all those, they would be not ordered like this. But if you like choose Android from here, you get this view. Um, so in in the layout panel, I was telling you that this is the project window, the first one. So this is the project window, basically. Then there's the palette from where you can, add views into your application. Then there is the component tree, which is basically there in your application, which you have put in your application. Then this is the design view, fourth one. The fifth one is blueprint view, and the sixth one is attributes. So here the option comes of attributes. You can note this down if you want to. So basically, you would be wondering what are views. So like you can consider them as these are elements which are present in on your application. So basically there's this view group container, and under that container there are all these views. So the views range from like text, button, image. There's also this view named recycle view, which we'll learn later. uh, Views can be like as we saw, they can be simple text, they can be clickable, they might be interactive. So like button is an example of which you can click. So yeah, then basically as we saw, we changed the layout of the views. So we moved them around, we changed the text settings, we change the we assign constraints to the view. So and also like we can change the color and all those things of the text. So these are the views.
Okay. Hello, Bhaiya. We have added a button in the project, but what does the button do? What is its function?
We have not assigned it any function till now.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also so there's this warning that inefficient text color contrast ratio. So basically it's related to some kind a warning related to UI and all those things. So just ignore this. And also as we added this button, so like change text in the button.
भैया
Hmm.
भैया मेरा जो डिवाइस है वो मैंने पिक्सल 2 में मेरा लोड तो हो गया है, पर जो मैं लेआउट डिज़ाइन किया हूँ वो डिवाइस पे शो नहीं कर रहा है.
Like what device पे it's not being shown on the device.
Yeah.
मतलब it's not running basically. मतलब like it's a very specific error. I don't know मतलब like.
Hey Anand, can you just show me the screenshot of the code and your emulator in the Discord server channel, ASJ discussion?
Okay भैया, okay.
Okay, cool.
भैया
Yes.
वो जो एरर आप बोल रहे थे ना फिक्स करने के लिए, तो उसको क्या देना पड़ेगा फिक्स करने के लिए? डॉट टेक्स्ट.
Which error?
The triangular that you have shown, yellow color.
Acha,
Yes,
that
Warning.
so basically that's a warning. There are options. There's a button. Just you have to press fix. Basically, I changed that. I at the end I put underscore text. So basically, I know that when I see my files, I know ki this file is associated. It becomes easier for me to locate it. That's all.
Okay.
So I edited the text of the button to thanks. Now I'll just remove the hard coding. So now it shows thanks on the button. Satyajit, this was it for me. You have something else to tell?
It's okay. You just complete it and I'll end it.
Yeah, I'll just run the app, please.
Bhaiya, how
simple doubt. Like when I am opening my app, the happy birthday part is showing, the button is showing, and from is showing, but the picture which I included is not showing. Is there any specific reason for that?
Most probably you would have, the jumbled this, or you would have not imported. Matlab, you, gave the picture. Matlab, imported the picture in the resource manager, and you selected and you dropped it here, or not?
No, it's actually showing in the component tree.
Okay.
My image, all the 4 things which I have added, which you have added, I have added, and it's in the same order. But all the things are there except the image.
What's being shown in place of image?
Nothing. It's the white screen, happy birthday button, and that last part is also not there. From
So most probably you would have just like if I create a new image view and I just dropped it, most probably you would have done this or something of the. Well, you would have missed to import the image. I think so. You have to import it from like go into resource manager, then add delete your image view and create a new image view and drag and drop it, and then from plus sign import the image Android जो भी आपकी image हो, then import it and then see,
okay.
Then select.
Okay.
So how to change the text of the button?
So same, click on button, then go into attributes. Same, just search text. You'll get text, and then I hard coded it, so it's showing that. But from here, if you have not hard coded it, so it would show you whatever text you want to put, you can put it here.
Okay.
Satyajit, do you want me to go over some parts of the Kotlin before, which like on hand, which you taught from PPT?
I guess it's fine. Let's just go with the future proceedings.
Okay. So we have a next session on 15th of December from 7 p.m. You'll learn about from basically the layout of the application, and yeah, so that's it.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, just make a note. For the we are extremely sorry for the technical glitches. First of all, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. After today's session, you can complete Unit 1. And if you want, you can start with Unit 2 for the first 2 pathways, like Unit 1 complete and Unit 2 pathway 1 and pathway 2. And I would highly suggest that you all guys join our Discord server because we will be giving out all the resources there in our ESG channel. Also, you can like discuss furthermore in that in the server itself. Do you guys have any further questions?
Where do we get the link for the group in Discord?
You are still not added to the group?
No, not yet. Like
Okay,
this was my first day, so
okay, all right. I'll send it in the chat box.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing a project, but I want to know how to like restrict people to take a screenshot in the application.
All right. Okay, it's a very specific question. I'll get to that in the ASJ discussion channel. You can just ping me there.
Sure, Bhaiya.
Bhaiya, I just run the app and it seems like it's a little jumbled up. Like what's showing in the XML doesn't like the button is above the text and
Just send me a screenshot of the code and your emulator in ASJ discussion channel in
okay.
Discord.
Okay.
We'll be there to help you out.
So I will send the whole code with the screenshot of the emulator.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Nandini, you'll have to for the next event. We'll be creating the event soon, and you'll be getting the RSVP link in our ASJ discussion channel as well as in the mail. So keep an eye out for that. I would suggest to complete I would suggest everyone to sign in into your developer profile using a personal mail ID, because by then you will be able to access it forever. Like after the kit ID, you won't be able to access the developer profile. So use your personal mail for that.
I was like trying to join, but like it is showing me unable to accept invite.
Oh, all right.
By the way, I'm like trying to join with my like personal mail ID.
By
So
when
it's
the
okay.
video will be available?
You can join Discord with any you can join Discord with your primary account. That is not an issue.
But like somehow it is like trying like showing me unable to accept invite.
Okay, I'm sending another invite.
Okay.
Look it out.
Bhaiya, when the video will be available on YouTube channel?
Video will be available by tomorrow afternoon.
It is showing me invalid invite.
Okay, wait. I'll see what is wrong.
The invite may be expired, or you might not have permission to join.
I'm sending a permanent one. Just a minute. Like a Bitly URL I've sent.
Just a second.
Bhaiya.
Showing me the same thing. Invite invalid.
Bhaiya,
I'll check.
Yeah.
I have one doubt regarding the image that it is not coming fully at the center. Instead, not covering the full part.
Yeah, you have to select an attribute called center, called scale type. There's an attribute called scale type.
Yes, I have done that. I have done that center tab, but still it is not covering the full
And
one.
keep it in center crop. It's still not covering.
No.
If it's not covering, then you must be using a different image. The image we used was like a lengthy one, so it can cover the full size of
Okay,
the
then we need to choose a small pixel photo,
Yeah,
right?
I would suggest use a 9:16 ratio image if you want to fill the phone.
Okay. Understood.
Right.
Okay.
You will be asked to share the link by the end of every week. Like after the third session, that is on 15th, you will be asked to share the developer profile. We will be sending out a form in our Discord server, so you need to be there. Everyone needs to be present there. And if you face any issue, you can just mail me.
Okay.
For a Discord server.
Can we start the second pathway, because I have completed the first pathway?
Yes, you okay. I'm just typing out what you can cover right now. Unit 1.
Can we start with the unit 2?
Yes, you can do unit 1, pathway 1 and pathway 2. Pathway 3 we will be covering from the third session, and also in pathway unit 2 you will be facing some new features that might take a little time to get used to, but If you don't get it, then it's okay, because in the next session we'll be covering it from again, like either unit 2.
Okay.
So if you guys have any doubts, then you can just ask me questions from the beginning and I'll cover it.
And Bhaiya, one thing to ask, that in the alignment section of the picture, what we will give the notifications there, 1616, or we will keep it 00?
It's not we call it margin.
Margin,
It's
yes.
basically the distance, how the distance from the limit that you have set it to. So the recommended is 16, like, and Google recommends that you use 16 dp as a normal margin.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, can anyone else check the link for the Discord link? Is it only one person facing the issue, or is everyone facing the issue?
No, bhaiya, it is okay.
So who was having?
Yes, but it's working.
It's
I guess
working.
it's working. Who was having that issue?
भैया लीव कर ले अगर कोई डाउट नहीं है तो.
Yes, if you don't have any doubts, then and you have joined the Discord server, then you can leave, and you will get the RSVP link for the next session there.
Okay, thank you भैया.
Thank you, Bhaiya. After joining the Discord, make sure you react to that get roles message to get the access to ASJ channels. Otherwise, you won't be able to see those channels.
On, can you just tell them what to do in a brief?
Okay. So in the announcement channel or get roles channel, you'll see like a message that you have to react with Android symbol. As soon as you do, you'll get access to Android channels. I believe the message is very self-explanatory. If anyone can just like check it, if they are able to see it or not. For some reasons, I'm not able to share my screen currently. So.
Bhaiya, in announcement, what you said?
Okay, can anyone just share their screen?
Okay.
I'll guide you through that.
Yeah, one more thing. If I want to join GDSC club, then is it possible this year or next year, for my second year?
Okay, so did you go to like get role channel?
Sorry?
From next year, we will again start recruiting.
Okay, next year. Okay.
Every update is there in the Discord server, in a public Discord. Okay, yeah.
Go to get role channel.
Yeah, this is available.
Okay, so like you just have to react to this message, and as soon as you do, there is a like category of channel that is named as Android Study Jams. You'll get access to those channels.
You will be able to access these three channels, and you will be all the announcement will be on the ASJ announcements. And if you have any discussion, if you face any problems, then just ping us here.